Last question here is where we're looking at assigning oxidation numbers to work out what's being oxidized or reduced. So let's get stuck into it. So first of all, I need to assign oxidation numbers to both my reactants and my products. So I've split it up here. Magnesium is an element. That means it is 0. Now, oxygen is always -2, so that's -2. And in carbon dioxide, you should be able to identify that the carbon here is going to be +4. Why is it +4? Well, if oxygen is -2, 2 of those makes -4. Carbon here is +4. So you get that idea. Let's assign them to our products then. Our magnesium, well, let's have a look at it. Oxygen here is -2 by default. Therefore, our magnesium must be +2 because it has to balance out to 0 because the charge is 0 overall in magnesium oxide. Our carbon in this case is 0 because it's an element. So let's look at what that means for what's being oxidized and reduced. Oxidation is the loss of electrons. So therefore, the things are becoming more positive. So if we look at what's becoming more positive here, magnesium is increasing in oxidation number. So therefore, the species being oxidized must be magnesium solid because its oxidation number is being increased. What's being reduced here? Well, you can see our carbon from our carbon dioxide, its oxidation number is decreasing. So the species being reduced, therefore, is carbon dioxide. We don't just say the carbon is being reduced, we have to say the whole species, so this whole carbon dioxide there. I'm going to do one more. So let's have a look at this guy here. And let's assign oxidation numbers to part 2. So therefore, I've got ammonia. That means hydrogen is going to be +1 because that's our default thing we go with. That means nitrogen there is going to be -3. Our bromine, in this case, as our reactant, is going to be 0 because it is an element. It's by itself. Over to our products. Our nitrogen now is going to be 0. So therefore, it's an element. It's by itself. It shouldn't be solid. It should be a gas. Let's fix that up. Our hydrogen bromide, well, hydrogen is always +1, and bromine is -1, therefore, because obviously it has to add up to 0. That's probably going to be a gas as well. It's probably unlikely to be solid. Anyway, what is being oxidized? Well, oxidation comes from an increase in oxidation number. So therefore, nitrogen here was -3. Now it is 0. So what's being oxidized? It is the ammonia. That species is being oxidized. What's being reduced? Reduced is a reduction in oxidation number. So therefore, our bromine went from 0 down to -1. So Br2 gas is going to be our thing being reduced. That is how you identify what's being oxidized and reduced using oxidation numbers. Assign oxidation numbers to the reactants, assign them to the products, and then if you see an increase in oxidation number, that means electrons are being lost from that thing. Hopefully that helps. Do the rest of the questions, check your answers, and if you need help, come and let me know.